This is my last one. This is Symposium, and it's for Ryan Doyle May. Ryan, the sand at the beach this afternoon was doing that thing where it sucks your feet and buries them like it thinks that they are something especially delicious, sucks you under, and you realize that if the beach really cared about you, it would suck you in whole and entirely, and then you think that the beach is kind of lame. It was doing that again. When I get back, the girls next to us were talking about nothing, like the sun, and how the sun was, and how the roof on the convertible, and how hot the sun was, and how the roof on their convertible was broken, and how that's the worst thing that could really have ever happened to anyone in history. And they said how there were a ton of dudes down at the other end of the beach. They said, "Oh my God, there are a ton of dudes over there." And I decided to go for a walk. You would later accuse me of going for a walk just to see the dudes, but at that moment it was really just a walk down the beach. It was just a walk, and the beach was doing that thing that it does with the feet, ignoring everything about you except for your toes. And the boys, there were like 30 of them, masked, shirtless on the beach, tan and in board shorts and slick with sunscreen and sweat, and playing 7 different games at once. Football, soccer, a thing that was a cross between foursquare, volleyball, and hacky sack, although it is really improper to call a confluence of 3 things a cross. The boys threw balls from one group to another group, one game to another game, and as a particular ball landed at the feet of a particular group, the boys would stop and play whatever game it was that landed at them, drop their footballs and play soccer, drop the soccer balls and play kickball, track, field, all of it, the whole Olympics, Ryan. They did this as though it was how the world at large worked. They looked like a swarm of sun-kissed flies. They dodged in and out of each other like it was their profession. They played their games like they were auditioning for something. They all had such fantastically white teeth. I got through the thickest part of them and made it all the way to the jetty, tired, and I decided to float with the tide rather than walk back to our towels. When I drifted by, the boys had all retired to their various dunes, like that was where they came from, like maybe the sand was what the boys were made out of. Some bright burst of wind had come along and whisked the sand into boys, and the boys then played, and the wind came back and disseminated them all around the beach once more. And when I got back to our towels, Brian, all of the girls were talking about Kafka. Thank you.